Coming up on Mountain News at 6, a woman is charged with attempted murder after another woman was found unresponsive at a Pike County home. Plus, some ways to keep your packages safe and to keep from becoming a victim of porch pirates this holiday season.
And in the world of weather, we're talking about not one, not two, but 3 rounds of snow. Details coming up.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A few counties are under a winter weather advisory tonight, but a better chance of accumulating snow could come tomorrow night. Meteorologist Eric Dean has the latest as we continue our string of First Alert weather days. Eric.
That's right. They continue until Sunday. This is the winter weather advisory Steve mentioned. If you're in Floyd, Pike, Knott, Letcher, Wise, Perry, Leslie, Harlan, Bell, Clay, and Knox County, you are under a winter weather advisory until 10 o'clock Thursday morning, as a round of snow will be entering the viewing area. Here's a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar. We are seeing that shower activity push through eastern Kentucky at this hour. This will transition into snow as we go into the overnight hours. You can see over towards the Paintsville area, just to the east of Paintsville, getting in on some heavy shower activity at this time. If you look near the Harlan area, just to the north of Harlan, we're starting to see that transition from rain to snow. Now take a look here at the WYMT First Alert weather app. If you have plans over the next several hours, there's your hour-by-hour forecast. You can see where we transition from rain to snow about that 10, 11 o'clock time frame. That temperature, though, not moving much. We're going to stay in the mid-30s. Now, again, we're not out of the woods yet, because once we get this round through, we've got a couple more to talk about, and we will detail those out coming up in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. A West Virginia woman was arrested in Pike County yesterday, charged with the attempted murder of a Freeburn woman. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has the latest from Kentucky State Police.
The Kentucky State Police Post 9 received a call on Saturday of a unresponsive female.
Investigators say it began with a call about a woman lying on a bench, beaten half to death.
They located Nancy Geralds, who lived at the residence nearby, and she had suffered multiple lacerations, had bruising, and parts of her body had been appeared to have been burnt.
Though she was unable to speak to first responders, troopers say they were able to identify Geralds using her car registration, a tattoo on her chest, and her mailbox, which is now all that remains of her Freeburn home.
They also discovered that her residence had recently been on fire.
Using video surveillance and other tips, troopers identified a person of interest in the crime and began working the case.
We've got interviews that we have to do, evidence that you have to collect and go through, especially, with the victim being injured so badly. She was obviously transported to a nearby hospital for medical treatment. So to be able to get with them and talk to them, get an interview.
Trooper Michael Coleman says the pieces fully came together Tuesday, when Geralds regained consciousness and was able to make a statement.
Even with her serious injuries, thankfully we are able to say that Nancy Geralds is in stable condition and she's recovering now.
Court documents say she identified Angel Hunt as the culprit, telling investigators Hunt tied her hands behind her back with an extension cord, choked her, and put her toes inside of an Amish heater. A warrant also claims Hunt stomped on the victim, beat her, and busted glass on her back before setting fire inside of the living room.
As a result of that investigation, Angel Hunt of West Virginia was arrested and charged with arson, first degree, assault, first degree, strangulation, first degree, and attempted murder.
Coleman says though the public response was not as immediate as the community may have liked, with versions of the story circulating in the area and on social media, the work has been underway to get answers and make an arrest.
We understand, people want answers right then, but, it takes a little bit of time for us to put all the pieces together to make sure that, we're not doing anything to jeopardize our investigation, so that in the end, we can make sure that justice is served.
In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Trooper Coleman says Geralds is in stable condition, working to recover from that attack. Hunt was on the docket for arraignment in Pike Circuit Court this morning. One person was killed in a bicycle versus pickup truck crash in Pike County. Officials with the coroner's office say it happened around 6:30 a.m. on US 119, roughly half a mile from Belfry Middle School. Officials say 40-year-old Eric Bentley was on a bicycle trying to cross the road when he was hit by someone driving a pickup truck. When officials from the coroner's office got to the scene, they pronounced Bentley dead. One Pike County man was sentenced to more than 17 years in prison for his role in producing child sexual abuse material. According to his plea agreement, 54-year-old Lonnie James Maynard produced the material back in January. The agreement says on Maynard's phone there had been a Snapchat conversation in which he directed a child to send him sexually explicit photos. In Laurel County, one man was arrested on charges related to child sexual abuse material. Kentucky State Police arrested 20-year-old William David Sizemore on Monday as a result of a ICAC investigation. KSP's electronics branch discovered Sizemore had been procuring a minor online. After police confiscated the devices Sizemore had used, they charged him with one count of procuring or promoting the use of a minor by electronic means. A Johnson County man had his jury trial pushed back in a federal video voyeurism case. A judge delayed the trial for Henry Richer that had been scheduled for next month. Richer was arrested back in September. Police say he admitted to placing hidden cameras in a bedroom and bathroom with the intention of recording a 15-year-old girl dressing and showering. A status conference was set for January 12th in Ashland. We continue to follow that deadly shooting out of Kentucky State University in Frankfort. Officials with the Frankfort Police Department received reports of an active aggressor yesterday just after 3 p.m. 19-year-old Dejon Darrell Fox Jr. of Indianapolis was killed in that shooting. Police arrested 48-year-old Jacob Lee Bard of Evansville, Indiana. He was charged with murder and first-degree assault. Although the KSU community is mourning the loss of a classmate, gun violence nationwide is declining. The Gun Violence Archive reports shootings have declined during the last 4 years. Gun Violence Archive Executive Director Mark Bryant says gun violence peaked in 2021 and 2022, but the numbers show significant improvements.
This last 2 years, we've been very fortunate. We've been seeing numbers going down compared to last year, and we're down 20%, which is awesome.
Bryant credits lawmakers, community groups, and security, but what happened at KSU shows the work is not done. He says it's hard to predict if this downward trend will continue. Kentucky lawmakers heard testimony about a number of healthcare topics today, from pain management to drug treatment programs, as they line out the agenda for next year's legislative session. Former Governor Ernie Fletcher was among those who testified today. The Medicaid Oversight and Advisory Committee met for several hours hearing about a number of bill requests. Fletcher talked about a unique drug addiction treatment program he calls a recovery ecosystem,
which blends the resources of clinical services, the social recovery model, and community assets of housing, transportation.
Lawmakers were also told of bills to reform pain management, to get away from pills, and to possibly prevent surgery. We'll have more about all this tonight at 11. Some folks may have their Christmas shopping complete or nearly done, or maybe you haven't even started yet. Well, when it comes to ordering those last-minute gifts online, it's important to be careful when they are delivered. WYMT's Neely Green spoke to police about holiday porch pirates.
With Christmas around the corner, many folks are expecting those deliveries to beat the deadline, while others are waiting to snatch up those last-minute presents.
This time of year, we do see an increase in theft associated with packages being delivered, just due to the holiday season.
And when those packages make it to the address on the label, they are often left in the mailbox or on the porch out in the open. Trooper Matt Gayhart says those packages can look appealing to thieves.
A lot of times these people drive throughout these neighborhoods, and it's a crime of opportunity. So if they see a package that is sitting on a porch, that may be a sign for them to go obtain it.
Gayhart says a good way to catch those porch pirates is to have a security camera. Ones like these help you see if and when a thief comes to your home.
The biggest thing that people can do to make sure they're safe is obtaining some type of audio and video recording equipment.
He says it's also a good idea to coordinate the time the packages arrive to ensure it stays in safe hands.
Make sure that you coordinate when those packages arrive, that somebody is at the residence to receive them. If that's not possible, I try to get the packages delivered in a place that's not visible from the roadway.
And if you find yourself as a victim of porch pirates, you can file a report and contact your local police department with any information. In Perry County, Neely Green, WYMT Mountain News.
As you can see, we have those cameras here at WYMT. Gayhart says time is of the essence when it comes to filing a report to start an investigation and recover stolen items.
All right, weather headlines for tonight. That rain's going to transition into snow as we go throughout your evening and overnight hours. Then we've got another mess to talk about Thursday night into the day on Friday, and then chilly air is in the forecast. Details on the First Alert forecast coming up.
And we take a look at the first of 3 Ralph Gabbard Scholarship Award winners. Tonight, the recipient out of the 13th region.